Documentary about you. You wanted to be a dope documentary.
You gotta be dope.
On who you are, what you've done.
I don't know, boy.
You've accomplished. Like, a documentary is a big thing. Like, you don't want nobody doing a documentary about some like trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like, that's petty behavior.
I don't want to know the company that did it so we could talk. You know what I mean? Because if it's on me, I need. You know what I mean?
I don't understand why that's like legal to do though.
Documentary is more like a mockumentary, shit like that. How can it even be called a documentary though? Because you call a documentary when it's not.
Once you become, if you're a
that
public person,
figure,
you're in the
they can just
news.
do it.
You can be Google.
So do you think that it's wrong or not?
I think
not
it's
with
wrong.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the M-Rec and Rip Show. What's going on, Rec? You here with us?
I'm good, Rip. Salute. Yes, sir. What's happening?
Listen, man, we got another person stepping up the bat, going at 50. Last time we had this this live, man, we was talking about 50 versus Marlon. Well, today we talking about 50 versus the whole Let's Rap About It podcast. This is crazy.
I seen it coming.
Now, to catch everybody up on what's been going on, apparently, the Let's Rap About It podcast, they gave their own reaction to documentaries, okay? And this is interesting timing considering 50 just released the docuseries with Netflix, The Reckoning. Everyone has been talking about it for the past couple of weeks. And apparently, the Let's Rap About It podcast, they had something to say about it, but they spoke about it in a way where it wasn't literal, but people still caught up on it. You know what I mean? Those who know, they know. So we're going to play the clip, 50's response. Then, of course, Maino, he fired shots back, y'all. So let's play this clip and hear exactly what Jim, Maino, Fab, and Dave East had to say about this Diddy docuseries. All right?
Yes, sir.
Let's get right to it.
About you. You wanted to be a dope documentary.
You gotta be dope.
On who you are, what you've done.
I don't know, boy.
You've accomplished. Like, a documentary is a big thing. Like, you don't want nobody doing a documentary about some like trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like, that's petty behavior.
I don't want to know the company that did it so we could talk. You know what I mean? Because if it's on me, I need. You know what I mean?
I don't understand why that's like legal to do though.
Documentary is more like a mockumentary, shit like that. How can it even be called a documentary though? Because you call a documentary when it's not.
Once you become, if you're a
that
public person,
figure,
you're in the
they can just
news.
do it.
You can be Google.
So do you think that it's wrong or not?
I
I'm
think
not
it's
with
wrong.
it.
I want some documentary about you. You wanted to be a dope documentary.
You gotta be dope.
On who you are.
You there, King? You might be still on the mute, King.
What's happening, King? Talk to me. Pardon, self.
Nah, did you happen to see the clip, man? What were your thoughts on Jim and the rest of the Let's Rap About It crew and their take on documentaries, you know, in light of the latest Diddy Netflix docuseries, The Reckoning? How did you, react to these comments? Do you think they was going at 50 directly?
They was definitely firing shots subliminally, but you knew exactly who they was talking about, being at the present time of The Reckoning, Sean Combs' The Reckoning dropping. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And they spoke in code. You know what I mean? You had certain words like Jim Jones saying it's not a documentary, it's a mockumentary, stuff like that. And then they had a poll speaking on, do y'all think, are y'all in agreement of this documentary? And everybody put thumbs down. So,
Yeah, I mean, listen, everyone has been giving their reaction. Now, of course, 50 posted this clip last night, and in the caption, he said, I understand Diddy was your hero. Stay down with him. I don't care if you let him play with your butt. Then act like you don't remember. Yo, 50 is just, he trolling, man. He don't care. Anything to keep the attention on this project. which makes sense. You
Correct.
know, you trying to open up, future deals with not just Netflix but other filming companies. Who knows? You know what I mean? So he gets a lot of praise after seeing the response and reaction to this Diddy docuseries, despite it not being 100% accurate. Okay? If anything, this should teach you that just because it's a documentary doesn't mean it's 100% factual. All right? I get it. A lot of people, they'll take what I say and say, oh, you defending Diddy. Listen, we just trying to teach y'all some logic, because nowadays, common sense ain't common. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
But, of course, Maino, he responded. Well, actually, before we get into Maino's response, 50 followed up with another post, okay?
Damn.
Yeah, 50 ain't playing, man. Okay? 50 posted this definition, AI definition of squatters. He calling the whole Let's Rap About It podcast squatters, man. By the textbook definition, it says squatters are individuals who occupy property without legal title, permission, or lease, often in vacant or abandoned buildings, different from trespassers by intending to reside there long term. And in the caption, 50 says, these guys are squatters. They owe $250K for the space they are filming their podcast. These bums are trying to win the best dressed award and can't pay their bills. God damn.
Crazy.
Man, 50 not playing.
I'm gonna say this though, King, I don't know if it went over your head. Cats on YouTube that been stealing my whole, style and all that. What have I been calling them for the last year or two?
YouTube squatters, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Say it all the time. I mean, shit.
Okay.
Y'all owe some Father's Day cards.
That's a fact.
For real. We should start claiming y'all on our taxes, man. I know y'all ain't getting no sleep. Y'all up all night, all day. Come on, man. Brush your teeth. Man. Y'all trying to break y'all neck to compete with us. We see what y'all doing.
We see it.
And you suck at it. Just let y'all know. Y'all trash. I said it. Forgotten Kings TV.
Trash.
Said that. Straight trash, man.
Dumpster juice. The green
hot dog water, nigga.
garbage,
Straight trash.
the green garbage can truck, this sanitation truck that be dripping all the nasty juice you can smell miles away.
Come on. That's all you niggas.
Yeah.
Okay? The ones with no integrity and no honor. Yeah, we talking about y'all.
It's a
Not
fact.
the real ones. We represent the real. Y'all represent the fake. But let's get into this this back and forth. So, of course, 50 calling the whole Let's Rap About It podcast squatters, man. You saying they done ran it up for about $250K on the space, and they trying to win the best dressed award, man. What do you think 50 really hitting them where it hurts with these posts, man?
I mean, he's pretty much calling them fly bums. Listen, they gonna definitely roast them, from the fashion aspect. You know what I'm saying? Especially Jim Jones, Fab, because that's the type of time they on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now also, they may try to take another route, like, yo, we wasn't even talking to you, but if the shoe fit, wear it, type of thing. We was just speaking in general. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen a lot of people in the comments saying, 50 don't want that smoke on the mic with Fab. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting. I'm curious to see how this gonna play out. I got my popcorn. I saw it firsthand. I said, yeah, 50 ain't gonna take that on the chin. You know what I mean? On their last podcast, they were speaking, in general about docuseries being produced on, people. Is it okay? Is it legal? They went into all those ramifications. And then it was certain nuances that you knew they was talking about the Diddy doc. And you already know the turmoil that Jim Jones and 50 have already. So Jim Jones had a negative undertone the whole time speaking on it.
Well, my bad to get y'all this post. Your boy Maino, he going for the gusto, man. He responded not long after. This is what Maino had to say, man. Oh man, Maino uploaded this pic, and he says, "Meet Killer Curly, ladies and gentlemen. He helped me get my record deal before, so I'ma always be grateful. So it's gonna hurt me to drag this nigga to hell. Fuck is the problem, Curtis? What is your G unit, G string in a bunch, nigga? Is it the bitch or the diabetes? Let's rap about it." Damn. Got the little Asian eye. What's going on with the little Forrest Whitaker right here, Fifth? What's going on? Little allergies or something, man? Got a little D-Way eye right here. What's going on, man? You know, people being petty. And mind you, Maino be going at it with Act. You know, they've been having that back and forth, but
Correct.
here we are, man. We got 50 going at it with the whole Let's Rap About It crew. And of course, today is Tuesday. However, you know, they record their episodes a week in advance, so we might not get the whole, you know, official response from the Let's Rap About It crew until next week. Let's be clear. All right, so all you bums who'll be in the bushes staying up all night, set your alarm for next week. All right, he's just letting y'all know, because we know that's pretty much how it goes.
Facts.
I don't move till we move, so we just giving you the heads up next week. Get ready for the response. It's sad, man. That's what y'all got to do. But hey, it only makes us better. But this, you know, back and forth with 50, like I said, I think it's more so about keeping the attention on this project, right?
Yes.
Because for real, I didn't think people would be responding the way they've been responding. You know, some would say it's a campaign, right? It's a machine behind this movement, this reckoning brand. But goddamn, they got their money's worth for the past 2, now going on 3 weeks, man.
Yes, sir.
Now you got the Let's Rap About It crew being pulled into this after the whole Max B controversy.
I mean, look at it this way, you know, from the Max B controversy to now the 50 Cent Diddy Doc controversy, this was all done by design. You understand what I'm saying? So they got a new podcast.
What did it say right there?
50 Cent streams surged 30% after Diddy documentary release. Damn. So all this controversy is translating into more streams.
Yeah, for the brand
More money.
overall. Yes. Yes. So people sit here and take it personal. You know what I mean? Come on, y'all. 50's doing this for a reason.
Yeah, he running those numbers up on niggas.
Come on. See? You used the feud between him and Diddy as a way to promote the project. And here we are. I mean, since the release of the project, a lot of people have been, you know, giving their take, right? Whether it's Marlon. I've seen a handful of comedians. But, you know, now we got the Let's Rap About It crew. Like I said, more than likely they're going to respond. I don't see why not. But all of this was done, you know, with a plan. You know what I mean? The whole campaign. I don't care what nobody say. That's all this really been about, a campaign. 50 like, you know what, if I go at it with Marlon, you know, it's going to keep the attention on this project.
Correct.
But do I see this, you know, turn into something else? I don't think so. Now, of course, you know, Jim and 50, they've been going at it over that 50 and Cameron Talk with Flea interview. You know, ever since then, Jim has been sending his shots. So it's interesting how all of this stuff can be meshed together.
Listen, man, it's all algorithm smoke. That's another phrase I coined. And if you understand, you understand. You know, they got a new podcast. They still trying to get it off the ground. You know, it was a controversy with them and academics. The Max B controversy, now is the 50 Cent controversy. You know, it's all a ploy for everybody. Everybody's out here, you know, clout chasing one way or another, trying to promote their platform. You know, and right now 50 Cent got the biggest platform. Not only his social media following is, how many followers he got? Like 100 million? Something to that effect. And then you got the Netflix following as well. So he could put niggas in a blender from different, in different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Grind these niggas up like coffee beans. You know what I mean? And just sip coffee in the sunset. You feel me? With his feet up, because he gonna collect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking real. You know, between the four of them to break bread down on a podcast, and how many views you think they're gonna get? Maybe 100, 200 the most.
Depends
we know
on
what
if
that
they,
money
if
looking
they
like.
right. It depends on if they play with it or not. You know what I'm saying? You can either take advantage of the moment, the oop that 50 gives you, or you could take the high road. But 50, he doesn't waste any opportunity.
Correct.
If he got something to promote, he gonna jump out there. He gonna put you on candy camera. The whole world gonna laugh at you. I ain't gonna lie. You know, ever since the release of this project, it's looking like a 1v20. It's looking like everybody going at fifth. You know what I mean? And he's all for it. Like you said, algorithm smoke. He won all the smoke.
Yeah.
He told Marlon he won all the smoke. I ain't gonna lie. Marlon, he had some moments, but come on, this is 50. This is 50 in his brand. You're gonna need much more than some hot tub picks, man. Be real. It's a lot that you dealing with when it's the machine behind it. But in the end, people gotta take heed to why 50 moves how he moves. It ain't always personal. I remember seeing an interview where I think it was Chameleonaire was saying that 50 mentioned his name once, and Chameleonaire was confused. He was like, yo, I ain't never did nothing to 50. And Chameleon was like, when he finally ran across 50, 50 was letting him know, like, yo, you supposed to use that. That was the ooh.
Yeah, that was the alley-oop.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
That's how 50, he's always been calculated. So even something like this, he knows this is going to give them a look. Trust and believe. He calling them squatters, but he understand even the insult is now going to have people watching. Let's rap about it. So
That's
you
a
can't
fact.
take it personal. You know what I mean?
Not at all. You know what I mean? Just getting your bag. You know what I mean? It forced cats to get on that mic, literally. You know what I mean? Whether it's going to be on that podcast mic or Fab going to go in the booth. And, Dave East, he definitely got capabilities. You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones and Maino, they do what they do. But when it comes to that faction, the two spitters is East and Fab. You know?
I don't think it's going to get to the booth. But like 50 said, you know what I mean? 250K, if that's true. Listen, for y'all thinking about starting a podcast, listen, it's a lot of expenses that goes into that. So if you're not of the mindset of trying to make money from the content you produce through podcasts, you're just making a big bill for yourself. I just want to throw that out there.
Come on, man. Niggas gonna be drowning in debt.
Come on,
you feel me?
You're gonna have the best looking outfits though. You know what I mean? You're gonna be dripped up.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully that drip hold up. You know what I'm saying? When you're drowning in that debt.
You know how it go, man. As soon as you copy, shit depreciate. Come on. You ain't about to get full price. You ain't about to get what you paid for.
Not at all. You know what I mean? Gotta invest.
What
What's
you
up?
about to say, Ken? You had a little laugh.
I say you gotta invest, you know what I'm saying, in shit that's meaningful, you know what I mean? Like digital real estate, and just, even stocks and index funds, that's where that's where you put your money at. You know what I mean? It's cool to look good on camera and all that. Me, I'd rather my bank account look, handsome.
They say the game is to be sold, not to be told, man. That's all y'all get from us. Tell you that right now. With that being said, listen, man, you got anything you want to let people know what we got coming up? Anything important to tell the people before we get up out of here, right?
Man, just subscribe to MREC TV, the MREC and Rip Show. Download the Spooky app, the Spooky Hours app on Apple and Google Play, and double deuces and bubble gooses. I'm gone.
That being said, y'all, we out. Peace.
Peace.
Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right now and check out the homie Hotep's latest video, The Way It Be. All right, he's one of the hottest rappers coming out of the city of Baltimore right now. So hit the link in the description and let him know that Rip sent you. All right, y'all. Peace.
You ever had them days hit me up and down when you look up, it ain't nobody around? Remember days we was broke, ain't have a dime, having motion, I can tell you about them now. When you patient, only thing you chase is time. You can't get it back, we'll put it in rewind. That's the reason why I meditate. The same reason I can fly 7 grams of side, poured up like 3 lines. That's the way that it be.
Listen, y'all, public service announcement. This Thanksgiving 2025, MREC and myself will be releasing a comedy stand-up special titled MREC and Rip Presents Mark Prince, Go Stand in the Corner. All right, now for those who are unfamiliar with comedian Mark Prince, he is one of the original members of the Knockout Kings of Comedy brand, a brand that was created by comedian Reggie Curl, rest in peace, as well as comedian Scruncho. Okay, now I'm about to bless y'all with a preview of this comedy stand-up special, and if you like what you see, make sure to hit the link in the description so y'all can set your reminder for Thanksgiving Day. All right, so y'all can check out this exclusive premiere of this comedy stand-up special titled MREC and Rip Presents Mark Prince, Go Stand in the Corner. All right, with that being said, check out this preview. Let me know what you think, and I'll see y'all on Thanksgiving Day. All right, y'all. Peace.
Hey, you say you're looking for a boat? I got like a 70-foot 2 yacht in here. Just come on in here and look. Just come in here. Hold on, let me turn the light off. Hey, look at it! It even got a secret trap door. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't mind these signs right here. Don't even look at that. We can take that off when you come in for $5,000 down. How can I do prices so cheap? Because sometimes I steal shit, but don't worry about that. I sailed in here from Compton this afternoon. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I got on it, I sailed it here, everything was great. The wind, see the sails, they still work. Don't worry about that. The windows, don't even look at that. All you need is a steering wheel. Somebody took the steering wheel. Don't even look at that. It's got 1 engine. Don't worry about that. Or if you want to sail back and forth to like Mexico, don't worry about that. $5 right now. It'll start up and everything. So come down here and call us and we'll make you a deal. Call me, I'm waiting. Don't even look at
MREC TV.
I ain't telling Max about Jim. I ain't telling Jim about Max. I don't know nothing. I'm not claiming territory. Like I said, I'm just an open store. If your op comes into Walmart, you're going to stop going to Walmart because your op shop's there too? No.
On the publishing side, is Max B free and clear of Jim Jones?
MREC TV.